Coming up on Citrus TV News, a hike in parking prices. Citrus TV reporter Peyton Smith tells us how it could impact your wallet.
And a discussion on drug abuse at lunch. Find out how programming at the Barnes Center is providing students, faculty, and staff with opportunities to improve their health and their wellness.
And the Newhouse Career Fair is taking place tomorrow. Find out which companies will be attending. Citrus TV News starts right now.
A popular a cappella group is coming to Central New York this winter. Happy Tuesday. I'm Jonah Karp.
And I'm Lilia Wood. We start talking about another music group, a Grateful Dead cover band. Liam Crowley is in studio to explain the latest on the local music scene.
Thanks, Lilia. Syracuse's Funk N Waffles offers live music every day, including open mic nights and scheduled gigs. I sat down with one of their acts to discuss how they enjoy performing there every Monday night. Syracuse's Funk N Waffles provides a platform for local musicians to showcase their talents. For Grateful Dead cover band Pearlie Baker's Best, this venue has been home for almost 5 years.
Funk N Waffles, I would say, is our 99% of the time we play here. We will grab a gig here or there if it's the right setting, but overall, I'd say the majority of shows are Monday nights here. When you're playing one place all the time, you get a consistency that you don't get when you're traveling around touring, and we feel that here all the time.
Started doing Monday nights in 2014, December 2014. I wasn't sure if it was going to go 2 weeks, or I didn't know, but here we are now, 2019, and we're still doing it, and people still come out and have a great time.
While there are many things to love about performing, the band members agree that sharing the stage together is what's most special.
I would say first and foremost, of course, is the band, because the members have become such good friends, almost like a brother type thing, where the comfort is so close when you're doing a weekly.
Getting together with these guys every Monday, it's like a little family. It's like a group therapy. All the stupid stuff in your job and stuff, you get to escape for a little while with these guys and make something bigger than you could do at home.
We know each other really, really well. So at times you can kind of guess what's going to happen, but then, you can be just as surprised oftentimes that it comes out completely different from how you thought it was going to go.
The group has shared many memorable sets together, but drummer Brian Welch says that there is always more to look forward to.
Last week and 2 weeks from now. Those are my best memories.
Pearlie Baker's Best performs every Monday at Funk N Waffles, and they are excited to continue their journey. Liam Crowley, Citrus TV News.
Okay, so now Liam, you were at the venue yesterday. What was that vibe like?
Yeah, it was great. The band was getting ready to perform. Doors opened at 8:30, and they actually get a very loyal fan base. Every Monday night, they get around the same people, but they're very loyal to their music. The vibe is great. The people are enjoying it. Good food, good music, a good time all around.
Sounds like a fun Monday night.
Awesome stuff. Thanks so much, Liam. And new details for the ongoing Shine Student Center construction project. Workers were seen today removing one of the faces of the building's rooftop pyramid. The recognizable feature will be replaced by a glass roof. The renovated Student Center will feature new spaces for students to hang out and eat. The Student Center will be open for students starting next fall. And the Barnes Center at the Arch has many new health and wellness events available throughout the semester. The event Drugs Over Lunch, held this morning, aimed to open a discussion about addiction and drugs over an interactive meal. Programming at the Arch also includes fitness classes such as yoga Pilates and Cycle Power. For a full list of activities at the Barnes Center, visit the Barnes Center's website.
And a Utica College professor of government and politics spoke at the Maxwell School earlier today to discuss his new book. Luke E. Perry spoke about his book titled Donald Trump and the 2018 Election Battle in Central New York. This Campbell lecture is just one of the events held at Maxwell throughout the semester. Check out maxwell.syr.edu for a full list of events. And happening on campus tomorrow, the SU Department of Public Safety is looking to promote fire safety. DPS is encouraging students to stop by Euclid Avenue for the event. The lessons will take place just outside Lyons Hall from 1 to 5 in the afternoon. And remember to print out a color copy of your resume. The Newhouse Communications Career Fair is just around the corner. Representatives from CBS News, Advance Media, and Fox News will be in attendance. The fair will take place tomorrow at Goldstein Auditorium from 1 to 4 in the evening. For more information and to register, visit syr.joinhandshake.com.
All right, well, we don't have windows in here, so I'm not too sure what's going on outside, Lilia.
Fair enough, but good thing we have Citrus TV's Adam Sperling right outside of Watson Hall.
I am outside Watson Hall, and I have broken out the purple from my wardrobe. Now, that is because it really feels like spring out here. I know fall's only really a week away, but don't take this away from me, it feels like spring today. Tonight, however, is a different story. Tonight, we're going to be seeing a low of about 49 degrees. Now, this is going to happen probably around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, so don't really worry about bringing out that winter coat all that soon, but tomorrow morning, we are going to be seeing temperatures a little bit lower than we'd like. Now, tomorrow afternoon, temperatures are going to bounce back to about 73 degrees. It's going to be a mildly chilly morning, but a beautiful afternoon. Now, in my full weather forecast, I will be bringing you my 5-day forecast as well as the traffic report. Back to you in studio.
I didn't know purple was a spring color. Thanks so much, Adam. New details in Clay. The city's town board is holding a public hearing about a proposed distribution center. Trammell Crow Incorporated has proposed building a 3.7 million square foot center on the land, which is currently used by the Liverpool Public Golf and Country Club. The center could employ 1,000 people. Last night, the board voted to hold a joint hearing discussing the proposed center on Monday, September 30th. And Christmas time in central New York just got 5 times better. The Grammy Award-winning group Pentatonics will stop at the Turning Stone Event Center this December. The group also announced another Christmas album on October 25th. Tickets range from $49 to $99 and will go on sale this Friday. And police are still on the lookout for the offenders who shot 2 people outside the Valley Sports Complex on Saturday night. One of the people shot was a father of a Syracuse Strong player. According to multiple witnesses, one of the attackers was visiting a player. No arrests have been made.
And city officials are trying to close a local bar. A Tip Few Tavern in Eastwood has become a center for crime. In the last year, the police have received 21 calls to the bar for crimes ranging from harassment to assaults to a stabbing. Officials will meet next month to determine the future of the bar. And Cornell is promising its medical students the opportunity of a lifetime. The Weill Cornell Medical School has offered a full ride for all students who qualify for financial aid. All costs, including tuition, room and board, textbooks, and other educational expenses, will be covered. And the New York State Council is voting on Governor Cuomo's proposed e-cigarette ban today. Cuomo's ban comes after reports of 7 deaths and hundreds of illnesses linked to vaping across the country. If passed, New York vape shops will have 2 weeks to remove the items from their shelves. This comes after President Trump proposed a ban on flavored e-cigarettes across the entire country.
Well, Syracuse parking is always a problem, but now it's more expensive too. CitrusTV reporter Peyton Smith takes a look at the city's recent decision to increase the price to park.
No matter your make or model, you'll have to pay more to park on the streets of Syracuse. On September 1st, the meter rate increased from $1.25 to $2 an hour, and some people found out the hard way.
And I didn't find out through the media or anybody telling me about it is when I got a parking ticket.
Morrow got the ticket 2 weeks ago. He says the prices on the meter were not up to date. Syracuse Common Councilor Tim Rudd says this shouldn't be the case.
From my perspective as finance chair, I gave a delay of 3 months so that the city could get all their things lined up and have all the signs marked and have everything set to change.
While Common Councilor Rudd says the city could do a better job about updating the price on the meters themselves, he also says that 75 cents is a small price to pay for a better city, better parks, and better schools.
This tax will be shared across many people, and the people who are paying it will barely notice.
Common Council raised the parking rate to avoid exceeding a state limit on raising local property taxes. Syracuse resident Christopher Malone says he doesn't mind the 75-cent increase.
I'm still going to support local businesses, come down and enjoy what downtown has to offer.
John Macera, a business owner in Armory Square, says the new price better reflects the market.
It's in line with what other cities charge. I mean, $2 an hour is not that much.
If all goes as planned, Rudd says the city will make about $1.2 million in additional parking revenue this year. Peyton Smith, CitrusTV News.
Coming up, U.S. factory production updates are coming in from August. We'll let you know what happened to the market last month.
And we have new info on NBC's streaming service. Find out what the company is calling the new edition after the break.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the CitrusTV Newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at CitrusTV News, your campus news leader.
U.S. factory production hit a turnaround in the month of August. After dropping 0.4% in July, the industry erased that deficit after a strong month.
The industry is still below average as output fell the last 2 quarters for the first time since 2016. The U.S. looks to get back on track in the 3rd quarter. And could it be ESPN for esports? An Emmy-winning producer and entrepreneur certainly hope so. Ariel Horn and Ben Cusin have raised $17 million in investments for the gaming network.
The esports network is called VENN, which stands for Video Game Entertainment and News Network. VEN is set to launch on digital broadcasting platforms like Twitch and YouTube in 2020. Oxycontin maker Purdue Pharma has filed for bankruptcy. Purdue begins a Chapter 11 bankruptcy case for protection in a possible multi-billion-dollar settlement plan. 24 states have already signed on.
The pharmaceutical company plan will reimburse state and local governments with over $10 billion. It'll help repair damage from addictive prescription painkillers and opioids. These drugs have been blamed for more than 4,000 deaths in the U.S. in the past 2 decades.
And NBC's new streaming service has a name. The network will be called Peacock, which comes from the familiar NBC logo.
Peacock will feature the network's flagship comedy The Office after its remove from Netflix. It is set to hit the market this April and will have more than 15,000 hours of content in its libraries. The libraries will be available both on its ad-supported and subscription-based services.
And a fashion line just released a controversial new brand of hoodies based on an infamous school shootings. Beastroy, a dystopian-inspired fashion house, just released sweatshirts with the names of schools devastated by mass shootings, including Sandy Hook, Virginia Tech, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, and Columbine.
The hoodies even have bullet holes. Many have criticized the fashion line on social media, including several Marjorie Stoneman Douglas shooting survivors. Kyle Kashuv, a Stoneman Douglas survivor, commented, "I would just like to say, what is wrong with you? Monetizing off a school shooting? Disgusting." And the latest in Afghanistan, 48 people are dead after a series of suicide bombings. According to the Associated Press, the Taliban has claimed responsibilities for the attacks.
One bombing took place at a rally for Afghan President Ashraf Ghani. The other took aim at the capital city of Kabul. The suicide bombings comes weeks before the Afghan elections at the end of September. To the United Kingdom now, the UK Supreme Court is hearing a case that could decide whether Prime Minister Boris Johnson's suspension of Parliament is legal.
A Scottish court challenged Johnson's suspension of Parliament, arguing he could not legally suspend Parliament.
The Parliament is set to reconvene in mid-October. Johnson is maintaining he was within his rights as a Prime Minister to suspend Parliament.
And coming up next, find out how you can get your hands on some free cookies tonight.
Looking for these? You drive Buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
From the CitrusTV Weather, SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Unfortunately, I'm back here in studio and I'm not still enjoying this beautiful weather we're seeing right now. It's 68 degrees and sunny. It's lovely out. You can trust me, I was just there. Winds are dying down over the course of the night, but it will be getting down to about 49 degrees by the end of the night. Let's take a look at the traffic that's happening around campus here. So, I-690 is looking really clear. I-81, we're seeing a little bit of backup, but not too much. Irving and Waverly are seeing a little bit of backup, but Comstock does look clear. So let's zoom out to Central New York. Everyone is feeling the same temperatures that we are here in Syracuse, just about 70 degrees all across Central New York. Sunny everywhere. That's something I really love to see. Now, let's take a look at tomorrow again. Tomorrow's weather, we're going to be seeing 73 degrees as our high, but don't let that fool you. When you go out in the morning, if you have an 8 a.m. class or maybe a 6 a.m. run, you're going to want to bring a sweatshirt because it will get pretty chilly out. Now, let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. This looks incredible. Sunny every single day, no sight of rain, no sight of really clouds to be seen. Wednesday, high of 73, low of 49. Thursday, high of 76, low of 52. Friday, we're gonna see some clouds. And clouds, that's a friendly change of pace in my opinion. Saturday, back to sun for a really, really perfect game day. High of 82, low of 61. Sunday, 85 degrees.
Talking about game days coming up in sports, there's one silver lining for SU in their loss to Clemson. We'll take a look at the man putting up big numbers this year for the Orange. Also, the men's soccer team welcomed upstate rival the SU Soccer Stadium tonight. And there's a new kid on the block for the Giants. We'll talk about this Sunday's big change for Big Blue.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow.
No.
Snow-covered trees.
Nothing to do with snow. Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Now, when one thinks of football players, usually the last man to come to mind is the punter. But this season, redshirt senior Sperling is reminding everyone in Syracuse that punters are people too. Hofrichter had a career day against Clemson Saturday on his way to being named not only the ACC Specialist of the Week, but also the Ray Guy Punter of the Week as one of the best punters in the nation for Week 3. That was 52.2 yards per boot. That's a school record for punts in a game. 6 of the 9 punts went over 50 yards, and Hofrichter matched his career long with a 65-yard boomer to the Clemson 3 in the third quarter. A day like that is sure to turn a lot of heads, including that of SU's head coach, Dino Babers.
More athletic than what he looks like, but he is so talented that I told him, I said, he's one of those guys that you want to do everything with him because he can, and we need to do less with him because he's so good. And this year we're trying to do less. That doesn't mean we won't rugby. That doesn't mean we won't do some of those things. But when we just sit him back, when we just let him sit back there and be an NFL kicker and punt the football, that's exactly what he is. He's an NFL kicker. If you saw, some of the hang time that he got on some of those kicks, like OMG, Google that if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, he is a weapon in the game, and he really helps to give us an opportunity to win.
Now, the football team aren't the only ones looking for a win on the hill. The SU men's soccer team is riding a streak of 3 consecutive draws. They'll look to snap that streak tonight in Central New York. Color war with the Cornell Big Red. Cornell riding a streak of their own. Winners of their last 2 matches over Michigan State and Fairleigh Dickinson. Mecca Nelly, the hero for the Big Red in that last match with FDU, scoring the game winner. The Orange led by, of course, sophomore midfielder Ryan Raposo, who has 4 goals in 5 matches. First touch a half hour after we're done here, 7 p.m. down at the SU Soccer Stadium. And guys, big news for Big Blue today. Coach Pat Shermer announced today 6th overall pick Daniel Jones will be the starting quarterback for the Giants this week in Tampa. And it looks as though the Eli Manning era might be coming to a close. The rookie out of Duke, the heir apparent for Eli, lot of time in New York. 2004 was Eli Manning's first season with the Giants, and it looks as though for the first time we are going to be seeing a different quarterback, not counting the one time we saw Geno Smith under center for Big Blue.
Tom, I remember as a Knicks fan a few years back when he was drafted, there were boos raining. And it turned out he proved everybody wrong. Kristaps Porzingis, or I just said Kristaps Porzingis for the first time before I even, whatever. Kristaps Porzingis, when he was drafted, everyone hated the pick. He turned to prove everybody wrong. You expect the same thing out of Daniel Jones?
I mean, if you look at what Daniel Jones did in the preseason for this team, he looked very good. He was clean. He didn't make any mistakes. He didn't throw any interceptions. So you like what you see. He's a fundamentally sound quarterback. The question is really not so much is the talent there, is can he make the step up to the NFL level as opposed to the NCAA level?
Yeah, and then what's next for DeVito?
Well, for Tommy DeVito, the million-dollar question is, can he finally start hitting his receivers instead of the opposing team, which he did a lot of against Clemson. Obviously, that back-breaking interception is what everyone's going to remember. We'll see if he can figure it out. I think he too has plenty of talent. The question is, can he find the rhythm? Couple more games, give him some time, he'll get there.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Tom. Coming up, we've got information on how to satisfy your sweet tooth tonight without spending a penny.
Don't go anywhere.
The alarm bell go off in school. I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Oh, we're back with Adam Sperling, our weather correspondent. Adam, what's up?
Well, I'm really sad that I'm going to be inside for another couple minutes. I'm just ready to get back out there and enjoy the really nice night.
For sure. And then what about Monday? You were telling me there's a lot of sun, but what's coming up?
So as you saw in the 5-day forecast, we were going to be seeing warm weather all the way through to Sunday. But on Monday, we are going to be seeing some dreaded rain. I'm sorry to say, but just really enjoy this week while we have it. Sun every single day. I don't think we're going to see that again for the rest of the year. Maybe ever.
And it is hot out. So it's almost fall. I want to go pumpkin picking soon. Do you have any idea when the temperatures are going to start to drop?
I'd say prime time to go pumpkin picking would be in the next couple of weeks. I'm always worried that winter air is going to come in a lot earlier than we think it is.
Too soon.
Any time is too soon in my books, but I'm looking forward to covering the storms and the sadness.
We're looking forward to it too. Thank you so much, Adam.
Thanks, Adam. When you're a college student, there are a few better words than free food, and that's exactly what Insomnia Cookies is offering tonight. Starting at 10 p.m., you can get 1 free traditional cookie and some free Insomnia cooking merchandise.
Plus, you can get $5 6-packs and $10 Sugar Rush 12-packs. Make sure you RSVP on Facebook. Jonah, can we expect to see you there?
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever there's free food and cookies, nonetheless, yeah.
What flavor? Because I had to explain what toffee was to you before, so.
You did, yeah, and I still don't understand what toffee is. Anything chocolate related, I don't like peanut butter, I don't like caramel, but. Yeah.
The chocolate mint ones.
All right, that's all the news we have for tonight. I'm Jonah Karp.
And I'm Lilia Wood. Have a great evening, Syracuse.